We choose. We always choose what to think. And since every thought has got an emotional reaction, we also choose what to feel. The problem is that 95% of the time we choose unconsciously. We choose from our programs in our subconscious mind that was often put there in childhood. And I'm not saying that someone put them there or society put them there. They were imprinted there from our way of interpreting reality. And there can be so many misunderstandings through a child's eyes. So in this time of ascension, it is as if we're oscillating between two worlds. World number one, where we choose unconsciously, where we're evaluating all our experiences from previous experiences. And world number two, where we choose more consciously, where we choose from our hearts. Because when we know that we choose, that we always choose what we think and what we feel. And I know I make this sound so easy. It is simple theories, but it's not always easy. I think of this one time when I was really angry with my husband and he's so tall, so I was standing looking up at him and he looked down at me and said, "You know you're choosing this now, don't you?" And I'm like, yes, I know. I do know. But we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves in our emotions and feelings because that is part of the human experience in this lifetime. We wanted to know what it felt like to be able to experience all of this darkness and all of this light. And sometimes oscillating between the two several times a day. That is a really cool thing to the soul. So now we're oscillating between this world number one, where we choose unconsciously, and between the world number two, where we choose consciously. So we can choose to choose more consciously. Conscious directed thought. And this world number one is it's the old world where we have lived for thousands of years that we're getting out of. The ascension means a consciousness shift. And this shift is from this world to this world. This world that is run by our thoughts. And this world that is run by our heart. And it's our personal world. It's the world within, because everything outside, how we interpret the outside is a reflection of our inside. So this world number one that is very rigid, it has a lot to do with what you do. What you do is what counts. What we achieve is the only important thing. And this world is about being. It's about being. Just being our true selves. So it can seem as if we're being tested, because it can seem as if life is throwing us challenges all of the time. And yes, Christopher, I really agree. It's all about perspective. It's like my mother-in-law has this really nice saying. It rhymes better in Swedish, but in English it's not how you have it, it's how you take it. In Swedish it's det är inte hur du har det, det är hur du tar det. It's all about perspective. You can choose to look at it negatively. If you choose to look at it negatively, you will get a negative result for you. If you choose to look at it positively, you will get a positive result for you. Because it's all within. We create our reality through our thoughts and through our emotions. I know it's a cliche expression, but when you really understand it, when you're in this world for this short amount of time that we are, when we're oscillating between the worlds, it's like, yes, wow, that is so cool. And then we go back to this rigid world. And we're oscillating. Before we could oscillate one day here and an hour here and a whole day there and an hour there. Now it's hours in between, sometimes minutes in between. And that is why it can feel as if we're being tested, because it's some talk of it as shifting between dimensions, from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. And this fourth dimension would be a dimension in between, where we learn the different rules of these two dimensions, because the rules are supposedly pretty fixed in the third dimension and pretty fixed in the fifth dimension. The fourth dimension is more malleable, so we can learn to choose how to perceive things, what perspective we want to choose. So, good luck with your choices.